All right, so the early part of this chapter has to do with solving systems of equations. Okay, there's three main strategies that you guys would see regarding this. The first one would be to solve by graphing. And that's what we did in section 3.1, or I showed you an example of it. However, we wound up using our TI-89 because it's easier to do it that way. Right? That using the TI-89 is easier than graphing. And there's also, in this section 3.2, there's two other methods that you can use to solve. You can use substitution, and you can use a process called linear combination. However, for all of these, it's easier just to use your TI-89. And so I'm not even going to go through these last two methods here. You can look them up in your book if you want to. And if you do have to use this in any future math classes, your teachers will explain it to you. And so what I want to do is just review how to use your TI-89 for this. So if we took the following equation, I asked you to solve. And I want you to see what you would do or how you would solve this and test to see, do you remember the right way to approach this. Okay, so see if you can solve this system here really quickly. Okay, good. Okay, so the solution is x is 1/2, y is -5. Okay, so let's talk about how this is entered. Okay, so this is where it's a review of the last section. So the first thing is we need to do is access the custom tabs. Okay, you access the custom tabs by hitting the second button plus the home screen, or the home button. So second home changes our tabs up here, and once you get them changed to the F3 solve tab. So if we hit the F3 solve tab, we can choose this system solver template. And so that template looks like the following. Number 4 in that, it'll say solve. It'll leave a space for your first equation, space for your second equation, and then it'll follow it by identifying which variables you want to solve for. In this case, multiple variables. Okay, so if we enter this, access this template, our last step then would be to enter the equations. Okay, and so as we go into this template, right after the parentheses, we'll enter our first equation, so 6x plus y equals -2. Right before the comma, we'll enter our second equation, so 4x minus 3y equals 17. And once we're done with that, we can hit enter and we confirm our answer. X is 1/2, y is -5. Okay, the way that you'll enter your answer will either be as an ordered pair. So in this case, this is an example of an ordered pair. Okay, or you might specifically be asked to enter the corresponding values. So x would be 1/2, y would be -5. You need to be able to do both of those.